salutations, everyone. How you doing? It is your long-lost pal, Chris, aka MrRamone420. Ha ha ha! I missed you, and hopefully you missed me. Sorry I've been a little away. I had to take some time off to get my summer course out of the way. Did pretty well, and now I got a month before I have to go back and do the fall course for college. So I figured in that time being, I may be able to put out 1, 2, maybe 3 new videos for you. So a little bit of a treat. And the first one we're going to do was a really interesting experience. I gotta say, the director of this first one I'm going to be talking about got in contact with me, asked me if I was interested in reviewing the film. I heard some stuff about it. I was like, yeah, okay, what the hell. The director, Gurcius Gewdner, basically wrote, produced, starred, did the boom mic, did the key grip, soundtrack, basically almost everything in this film. There are a couple of other people, but his name was in the title a lot. And I gotta say, this was an interesting one to look at. It was... what did I watch? The film is entitled Pazucus, The Island of Vomit and Despair. It may not be My Little Pony, but then again, what is? So what is this film all about? Well, it starts with the character of Carlos. Carlos is having a rough day. So rough that apparently the shit in his stomach are having psychological and philosophical conversations about Carlos and the journeys that they go on and what to do with their existence. It becomes such a problem for Carlos that he's dying inside. He's here having serious constipation problems. It becomes too much to the point where he's vomiting all the time, and it's not just regular vomit. It's a gel that just spews out of his mouth and head, his eyes. It's just killing him. And there's this horrible scent that's coming out of his mouth, like a death breath. It's just there, and he's trying to relieve himself of this pain. And the only person that he knows that can help him out is this doctor, who just goes by the name of Doctor. And he has these conversations with the doctor. The doctor hates Carlos, just to the point where whenever the doctor goes out for a walk and he sees someone, he imagines that person is Carlos, to the point where the doctor actually kills anyone because he just assumed that they're all Carlos. Carlos, I'm going to kill you. Carlos, you're going to be dead. And he kills these people with these horrible cardboard knives. It's just so unique. And then we're introduced to the happy nut couple of Omar and Orestia. Now, these are wonderful people who are having an incredible time on this beautiful island until they go nuts. And it becomes a situation where they just lost their mind that apparently becomes a long weekend situation where the animals are supposedly after them. The trees are, planning against them. The ocean is coming to kill them. They believe sharks are after them, even though it doesn't look like a shark and it's a guy with something taped on his back. But they scream that there's a shark. You have to get out of the water because there's a shark and they're coming. Oh, and the horror, the majesty, oh, the agony. It gets really weird. Now, when I mean weird, I mean really weird. This is what I like to call mindfuck film. There's a lot of stuff going on in this whole adventure. There's monsters that are going after, these whole bunch of kids that are dancing on the beach. There's the beauty of Pazucus that presents himself. There's the adventures of this couple that go throughout the forest and think that everyone's after them, so they assumingly kill things along the way. And of course the doctor that kills everyone that looks exactly like Carlos, which is no one, so he's just fucking nuts. There's a lot of adventures and there's a lot of anger and frustration that go along for this adventure. Now, honestly, I have to say, this is definitely one of the most enjoyable movies I've seen in a long time. It's so fucking weird, and there's a lot of shit literally going on. Also, there is, I would say, vomit. There's vomit. Now, not the traditional regurgitated sacrifice vomit, but gel vomit. And the gel has blueberries and corn and shit, and blueberries and corn and shit, and blueberries and corn and shit, and just all of that. There's a lot. There's a lot of vomit. It's just so much all over the place. Like, man, really hope they get a bath one of these days, because it was just too much. It was weird and bizarre, and I gotta say, it was enjoyable to watch. Definitely, quite possibly, had the best soundtrack I've heard on any movie. He just collected a lot of great stuff. I know there's a script to it, but the script doesn't make any sense, and that's fine. I can live with that. Also, everyone in the film was overacting. Not horrible overacting, but enjoyable overacting. There's a part where it becomes too much and you just can't stand it. This was a great time. Now, currently at this process, it's going through the festival circuit, so it isn't out for DVD, Blu-ray, VOD yet. When it does, hopefully I'll let you know, because honestly, when it comes out, I'm going to get myself a copy of this movie, because it was so fun. It's definitely in my top 10 for 2017. I highly recommend it. It is beyond bizarre. It doesn't bore you with, schematics. It's just an adventure. Things happen, things occur, shit happens. Literally, shit happens. For a film that didn't make a lot of sense, there were some smart aspects of the film. There were times the overacting can get, like, come on, stop. Just fucking get out of the water. Get the fuck out of the water. And you're yelling to the TV screen. You don't know why, but you just are. I have to give a lot of credit to Gurcius. Now, he's done a lot of shorts in his time. I'm looking forward to the next film that he's going to, present us with. Because I have a film, that one will be fantastic. I'm going to give you a link to where you can go on Facebook and find out about that. Of course, as well as the trailers, so you can see what this whole thing is about. Now, honestly, the trailers are going to give you a lot of aspect of what's going on, but at least you'll be presented with the idea of the film. So yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, it's a fun ride, and honestly, I loved the music that came out of it, which is hence why you heard Fleetwood Mac, last song of the film, which is great. Guys, I appreciate the time you took out of your busy schedule to come and sit and watch this review with me. I got something that I got cooking coming up in the next week and a half or so. And then after that, I want to do an update video, because I got a couple movies I want to talk to you about that I got. But honestly, Pazucus, it's going in my top 10 best for the year 2017. It was a fun fucking ride, I gotta say. Gurcius, thank you very much. I'm gonna ask him a few things. Once again, Pazucus, it's a mindfuck. Hence, a big fucking mindfuck. Guys, you take care. I love you all. You're fucking wonderful. And if you guys know anyone that want to see a big guy that looks like Newman from Seinfeld talk about weird fucking films, tell them to stop by my channel. Oh, also stop by the Facebook page. I'll try to get better with that. But until next time, I love you all. Rate, comment, subscribe, and don't drink the Kool-Aid. See ya.